as boxing fans at times, the sport can be very frustrating. Everyone wants to see Anthony Joshua
Mm.
versus Tyson Fury, and yet it still is happening. As a former boxer promoter, can you tell us a little bit about how you organize fights and why it can be so difficult?
But you're dealing with everyone. Everyone's got their own goal, haven't they? I mean, we represent Anthony Joshua. I have done since he won his gold medal at the Olympics. He's also a close friend. We admire him a lot for what he can do outside of boxing. But we want him to win. So Tyson Fury's people, his management, his representatives, they want him to win. So it starts off with, someone's going to lose, aren't they? We don't live in a perfect world, and there are times. Our job is not only to do the best fights, but actually to get the best deal for our boxers. And we have what we call a fiduciary duty to maximise the earnings of our boxers. They're our clients. We work for them. They don't work for us. But that's difficult to do, and it takes time. Eventually, you may well get Tyson Fury against Anthony Joshua, but it may not be the right time for it financially. And that comes into the boxing fans, selfish bastards, aren't they? Boxing fans. They just want to see what they want to see. It's a bit like being a football fan. They don't care if the football club goes bust, as long as they spend 100 million on a player that will score goals. For example, I mean, we all get a little bit self-centered. My responsibility, our responsibility is only to our client, Anthony Joshua. What is best for him? And the way we operate. But fight fans is like, whoa, I want to see Anthony. Well, of course you do. You want to pay your ticket money or your pay-per-view, and you want to see one of the great heavyweight fights. I understand that. But it may not be right for the fighters at this time. Sometimes fights don't get made for whatever reason. It can be egos, it can be money, it can be the site, it can be, it could be who goes in the ring first. It could be whose picture is on the left-hand side of the poster. You have no idea the silly, stupid things that stop fights happening. We're dealing with egos. But we have a responsibility to maximise the value. We are the best in the world and the biggest in the world at promoting boxing events. But it doesn't mean to say that we get our dream fights all the time. But we're always trying to get them. And eventually, generally speaking, we do. But be patient. We're not trying to make everybody's day too early, because the moment that fight's over, both boxers have got their own lives to live. So it has to be right for them, because they're the ones taking the chance in the ring, not the guy that buys a ticket.